Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites. Welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your host, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure. Hopefully everybody is doing fine. Today, we're going to talk about the scams and the lies today. Okay? Because the scams and the lies, so hopefully y'all are doing well, because we're actually going to get into it today. I hate when it just starts up. Thank you so much, Miss Lou Casely, for kicking off the contributions and your super sticker. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I appreciate you. I wanted to talk about this whole boss chick thing. Like, I want to start focusing on these talking points, these narratives that are going around consistently. These hyenas say the same thing over and over and over. And frankly, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the lies. I'm tired of y'all getting on here with the cap. And the reason why I kind of wanted to focus on it today is because the average, even the below average woman, not just the average woman, but the below average woman is infected by talking about being a boss and talking about money and talking about a lifestyle that you will never live, that you will never experience, and that you really don't know anything about. The only thing you know, all your financial knowledge comes from rap lyrics and reality TV shows, where the people on those shows are also capped about what kind of lifestyle they live. Somebody block the tarot person for me. We've got a couple of actual examples, and two of them are in the thumbnail. Shout out to Spencer Cornelia, because I'm gonna play a little portion of his video, because he exposes scam artists. His content is sort of, I don't want to say all over the place, but it is kind of all over the place a little bit. And shout out to Pink Book Lessons, because she's doing like an entire expose on the mayor of Dalton. And I was going to speak on that mayor, but Pink Book Lessons is knocking it out the park. I'm just going to let her have that. I'm not even going to come behind her and touch that. She is on that woman's neck, and I am here for it. Okay. I am here for Pink Book standing on the city girl mayor's neck. Okay. Because listen, every video is funny and it's not funny. Like, it's not funny the way that that Teflon Tiff as Pink Book Caller. It's not funny how she's scamming everybody. But it's funny how Pink Book is standing on her neck like that. And I'm here for the whole series, baby. Okay. But she do look like Lil Wayne. Whoever said the Mayor Dalton looked like Lil Wayne, that's pretty much. She looked, yeah. That's sad too. That's sad. I'm gonna get to the super chats in a little bit. But I want to kind of get to what I'm talking about as well. Okay? Because this boss chick lying that these women are doing, and then the average and or below average woman is taking up on it, we got to cut that out. So the first one that I want to take a look at, I'm not going to play the entire thing, but I'm going to play enough of it so that you can get an idea about what we're talking about. So I'm going to share Spencer's video. Okay. All right. And this is about a woman that claims that she is a multimillionaire and she is like a trucking guru, and she is going around saying that she owns a large trucking company and that she teaches people how to get into the trucking business and how to make money in a business that she does not really run. Okay? And the reason why I'm utilizing these people's videos for this is because they've already done the digging. They've already done the exposure. And this video that I'm doing is not so much about getting into the details of the exposure of particular people, but attacking the overall mindset and showing everybody where this is going wrong. Okay? So let's get into it. We're gonna watch her sort of talk.
What time are you there?
Yes.
Oh, talk to us.
Yeah,
about
I mean,
that.
but that's why I do this. Like, I'm a felon, so I know what it's like to not be able to actually make good money.
The prison to fake guru pipeline is incredibly strong right now. I think the financial crimes they're committing after serving prison time are worse than the ones before. She has a few courses that will help you make 7 figures in the trucking industry, but it's important to note that she also helps ordinary felons make an income. This is by far my favorite sales pitch from a fake guru I've ever seen. Screwing over felons is something I've only seen from someone as crazy as the Joker.
All my trucks, I own over 140 trucks.
Let's do a little.
Before Spencer can get into his thing, to own 140 operational trucks. To those of you, and it's not like I'm in the trucking business, but if we just want to do some quick critical thinking, some quick math on it. If you are the owner, the CEO of a logistics and trucking company, which is what this will be, a logistics company, and you own 140 trucks that are on the road with drivers, do you know how big that business is? Do you know that you are an extremely large, you're a large corporation of trucks? corporation at that, to have 140 trucks on the road, not somewhere parked, not making no money, consistently on the road with drivers. Then you've got contracts with various other businesses to run the logistics for them. So you could be working for, you could be having trucks that are going directly to the shipping yards, so that when they unload the international, goods and things of that nature, you got trucks lined up that are going to take those goods right off of the shipping yard to where they got to go. Or you've contracted with Amazon, or you've contracted with Walmart, or hundreds or thousands of other businesses, that because trucking, this is how we get our goods from one place to another. This is how mail is delivered. This is how UPS do ground shipping. This is how shipping is done. This is how deliveries are made. Whether you're going from business to residence or business to business, doesn't matter where you go. If you have 140 trucks that are making you money, that are on the road as we speak continuously with drivers, yeah, you're JB Hunt. Y'all ever seen them trailers? The JB Hunt trailers and Schneider companies, and you're them. You're basically them. These trucks haul all kinds of things. And if you have 140 operational trucks crisscrossing the United States, then your business is not difficult to find. We should be able to Google your corporation. Period, point blank. Period, point blank. We should be able to Google your company, especially if it's just you did that from the ground up. We should be able to Google you. Because people are making money with just a small fleet of trucks. People are making a couple of $100,000 a year with a small fleet. This is why people be getting into trucking, and then they say, you know what? I don't just want to be a driver. I want to be the owner / operator. Or at least I want to own a couple of trucks where I don't have to drive it all. And the trucks can make me money because I can hire drivers to drive those trucks. And as long as those trucks are on the road, operational, they'll pull in money. Now, I'm not a trucking person. I don't claim to know about the trucking business. So I could be wrong or off, but it just seemed like to me, if I was the sole owner of 140 trucks that were on the road, like I said, not just owning them on paper, but these trucks are working, then okay, you're making some money. Of course, there's going to be expenses. You got to have insurance for the trucks. You've got to pay salaries to the drivers. You got to do maintenance for the vehicles. You need a place to house the vehicles when they are not being driven, potentially. But 140 trucks is not it's not small. You may not be as large as the largest corporations, but you're not little either. And you're not making no $70,000, $80,000 a year. You're making a good amount of money a year because the driver themselves is making money. A truck driver, not the owner operator, just the driver. If a guy is trucking and he got cross country, you know what I'm saying? He got a haul. He may be gone all the time, but he's six figures at least. Or he close to it. So why we can't Google you? Let's go back to Spencer.
Research to see if she's telling the truth. In one of the lawsuits filed against Kiera, I see the name Capital Choice Trucking. Using Safer, I find that Capital Choice Trucking is currently out of service as of July 2nd, 2023. At most, this LLC has 4 trucks. Another one of her companies is TTG Logistics LLC, which is currently not authorized to operate and has only 3 drivers. Tioga Brothers Freight is a company possibly tied to her or her business partner, and it's a broker with 0 trucks.
All my trucks, I own over 140 trucks.
I don't see any proof or any indication that she owns more than a couple trucks. People like Kiera will say, don't let your LLCs be known or people know about your business.
And before they get to Googling, because one of these hoes, we just had a whole thing in the tribe, motherfuckers Googling. When the bitch really got money, you can't Google her.
All of the trucking records are public, and they're saying pretty clearly that you're a fraud.
I fumbled and failed.
Now you see why I went through the whole thing about having 140 trucks. If you've got 140 operational trucks, that was the key. Operational trucks with drivers. Then you run a business big enough for me to Google it. And what these scam artists don't understand is that you can Google it. Certain things are public knowledge. You don't get to hide everything. If you have a S corp or LLC, first of all, the first dead giveaway is these are LLCs. Why if you had 140 trucks on the road, why would you not be an S corp? Why would you not now be a corporation? You have employees to pay, payroll to do. There are a lot of other parts and systems within a business like that. You can't just run that singularly. You need staff. You need somebody that's going to do the books, somebody that's going to do the payroll to make sure that your drivers are paid. Somebody's got to be able to keep a log of maintenance, which truck needed what did it have, were there any problems? We need to go back from the moment you claim ownership of that vehicle. We need record of what kind of mechanical shape it was in, if it needed any repairs, what were the repairs, what were the costs of the repairs, when were the repairs done? What is the maintenance schedule for these vehicles? You have to regularly do that. You can't just, you know what I'm saying, be playing it by ear. If you got these trucks and you want them to stay on the road, then you have to have a maintenance schedule for these trucks. Fuel costs need to be factored into that. If your drivers have an accident, then you need insurance not only to cover the driver and the truck, but also the loss of any goods that you will be responsible while these goods are in transport. So there's a lot of components, right? DOT inspections. You know, they're governing bodies for these trucking companies. You can't just have a truck not and haul certain things. Because once you get into these 18-wheelers up and down the road, that's regulated. You can't just have a fleet of 18-wheelers haphazardly up and down the road and ain't nobody regulating you. You got to answer for that vehicle. And all of that is public record. You got to go into weigh-ins. Y'all ever seen them truck the weigh stations and stuff like that? You go in the yard and stuff like that, picking up trailers. They got to know, who are you? Why? Okay, you're assigned this trailer. All of that stuff is kept a log. Okay, this is not haphazard. Okay, this is not fly by night. Okay, there are records and logs being kept. You can't just have 140 trucks and don't nobody know who you are and where these trucks is going and how many drivers and where your destination was supposed to be. What are you doing? Who you think you talking to? And I don't know about trucks, but just common sense. Just common sense. I'm just talking off of common sense. Y'all going crazy in this chat. Please do not think I don't see y'all acting a complete fool in this chat room talking about some BBL trucking. And then you have the audacity to be talking about somebody. You a guru. You gonna teach somebody how to get this money. So she a whole fraud. Let's leave Spencer for now. Let's leave Spencer's video for now. Now we're gonna switch over to Pink Book, as she talked about the Jay White lady that was running the Airbnb scams. We're gonna let Pink Book cook for a little bit. We're gonna let her cook.
Talking to DJ Billingsley, child, he a woman, and any man, you a man in women. Get your ass off this live.
That's Jay White or Janae White, also known as the credit goddess.
Note, any chick that's talking about she gonna fix your credit, I don't know why nobody believed that. That has always been a red flag to me. So you running a quote unquote credit business out your living room, you're gonna fix my credit? Who are you affiliated with? Are you affiliated with Experian or TransUnion or Equifax? I want to know. Because how you about to fix my credit? When credit is not difficult to fix. Listen, get you a credit card. Get you a credit card. You can get some kind of credit card. Now, if your credit is bad, when you get a credit card, this credit card is not going to have a high spending limit. It's going to have a low spending limit. It's going to have a high APR. Okay? It is not going to be that good of a credit card. Okay? What you do with the credit card is you utilize the credit card. But you buy small things with the credit card. And I'm not even a credit person. Okay? I'm not, but I do have high credit. A high credit score. Okay? Buy small purchases, not like food and stuff like that, but the small purchases with your credit card. Pay it off immediately. Whatever you bought, pay for it. Get home, log into the website that you need to pay for your credit card and pay the credit card immediately. Do never allow the credit card to lapse. Never allow the due date to come around. Okay? Do not use the credit card all the time, because too much usage of your credit card run your credit score down. So you want to keep your credit usage to 10% or lower. Okay? And you always want to pay immediately. Never allow the due date to come around and you owe a balance. Do not do that. You don't want to owe interest. You don't want the different things, penalties and things like that to kick in for non-payment on time. Never make just minimum payments, ever. Never buy what you cannot afford on the credit card. If you cannot pay off whatever you purchased on that credit card before the due date, do not buy it. Okay? Credit cards are not free money. It is not. However, credit cards are quite useful, and they're more useful than debit cards, because credit cards have coverages and protections that debit cards do not. So utilize your credit cards carefully. Watch them. This will start building your credit score. Okay? Watch what you do, things that hit your credit score and make it go down. Do not do these things. Okay? Things that require credit checks. These are hard inquiries. Go log on to Credit Karma. Look and see what is on your credit report. If there are things that's older than 7 and 10 years and things of that nature, you can likely dispute those things and get them pulled off of your credit report, which will likely raise your credit score. Don't be going to Boom Quisha's credit repair and she doing it out her bedroom in her bonnet. She is not repairing your credit, okay? She is not repairing your, not legally, she not. Let's put that. Not legally, she not. You don't know what she doing with your information. This one is running an Airbnb scam. We're going to get back because we might take a little bit longer than an hour today, because I have not quite gotten to my point yet. I'm so mad at y'all in this chat room. Please understand that I am mad with y'all right now. I'm mad with y'all. But we are going to go on a commercial break. Then we go get to the super chats and we go get to the real meat of the matter. So after these messages, we'll be right back.
Hello, my Crimsonites and all of my supporters. I invite you to go and get your copy of my new book, Reclaiming the Black Feminine, The Lies of Feminism and the Road to Recovery, on sale now at crimsoncure.com. This is guaranteed to change your perspective and positively impact your life. So go ahead now to crimsoncure.com and get your copy today.
So I told y'all I am mad with y'all. So please go to crimsoncure.com and get your copy of Reclaiming the Black Feminine, The Lies of Feminism and Road to Recovery, which is on sale now. I don't know how many likes I need, but I owe y'all a bam, 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 bam. You got to hit the like button. Bam, bam. You got to, Go ahead and hit the like button if you have not. If you're listening and you got this far and you are not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button because obviously this content is fire. So hit the subscribe button. Okay. Let me get to the super chats. Thank you so much, Dale, for your super chat, sweetheart. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Lucifer, for your super sticker as well. And thank you, Steve, also for your contribution. Thank you so much, Kiba Weeba. Thank you, Malika. So salutations to you, good sis. Thank you, brother Malika. Let's see. All right. Thank you, Norin.
Thank you for supporting me on my show. Okay. I just want to thank you for helping me on my show. All right.
Thank you so very much, Norin. As usual, thank you so much, Mogul, for your contribution, sweetheart. Thank you, James, as well. Thank you once again,
Thank
Norin.
you for supporting me on my show. Okay. I just want to thank you for helping me on my show. All right.
Thank you so much, Willie Walker. Says she said she had multiple mental breakdowns and she was on JT Pocket Watcher. Plus, she said she didn't know business. That lady crazy. The Janae White lady was on JT Pocket Watcher. That's interesting. I might have to check that out. Thank you so much, Lucifer, again for your super sticker. Thank you, Scorched Earth, as well. Thank you once again. Lucifer Ratzinger says there's the donkey mouth heifer. You ain't getting your money back. Right. They be getting smart with everybody. We're going to break some stuff down. Thank you so much, Don. So I drive for a company that has a fleet of 75 trucks that are leased for fuel and maintenance costs. Our building is 160,000 square feet. She is capped. That's what I'm saying. Thank you for chiming in with that because you know what I'm saying? Like 140, that's basically double almost the 75 trucks that you're talking about. And so where are these trucks at? What's the name? You know what I'm saying? I have never seen a single one of no truck that's go by none of them LLC names she got. And it's like, for real? That's interesting. Thank you, Lucy said. Thank you for all you do, CC. We love you. This small donations in honor of my fellow Crimsonites and Crimson Knights, as I haven't laughed this hard in a while. Thank you so much. Good to make you laugh. Thank you so much, Sister Sharif. Walaikum assalam said, beloved sis, don't put too many inquiries either. Exactly when you're talking about your credit. Thank you once again, Lucifer. hit us 2 times with the super sticker. Thank you so much. Thank you, Black by Design. So just pulled up to the cookout in the big truck, trailer park off for a couple of days. What happened? We are laughing at fake truck gurus and scam artists. Thank you, Miss Mia, for your super sticker. And thank you, Red Pill Zulu, for your super sticker as well. Why y'all say horse teeth credit? You know what? I am gonna let Pink Book.
Promoted as a prominent businesswoman out of Duval County, Florida, with 8 businesses and over 50 Airbnbs. If you missed the previous video, the link is below for you to catch up. But in today's Boss Chicks edition, we're going to take a look at a few of the people who said they were scammed by this woman. 3 of them alone lost $100,000. Just 3 of them. So when the attorney initially said it could be a $200,000 scam, I would say it's at least $1 million, because these 3 alone account for $100,000. And as previously mentioned, you have over 50 reports filed already. We're going to get into it, but first, take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell for all updates. Won't waste any time. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Now to a News 4JAX I-Team investigation into a well-known Jacksonville entrepreneur accused of fraud, prompting her investors to file lawsuits with claims of bad business practices by her investors.
Janae White is the CEO of 8 different companies in Jacksonville, including the J. White Business Center, which offers credit repair services.
Did y'all hear that? 8 different. Now, these are the chicks that get on social media talking about, I run 8 businesses. You run 8 scam hustles. Let's keep it a bean. You're not running 8 businesses because one person. What's your business models? Because you're not doing all of that work on your own. One business is taxing on a person's time, on their psyche, on their energy, especially if you're running it properly, and especially if it is profitable. You are running 8 scams. Okay, credit card scams, Airbnb scams. Y'all are not bosses. Y'all are con artists, criminals, liars, thieves. And then when Pink Book was going in about the city girl mayor, you had people in the comment section of her comment section talking about some let her eat. Why come black people can't do it too? Why come black people can't be con artists and scam artists and prey on their own people? That's why we can't get ahead. That's why we can't get ahead. That's why we cannot get ahead as a group of people. Because some of y'all is beyond hope. You're just beyond hope. On the one hand, as long as you're not getting scammed, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Let her do what she do and run her quote unquote business. Now, when you get $2, $3 took out your pocket, then you want to get all upset. And you know what? Let me go off on a little tangent a little bit. Because this is why we can't get ahead as a people and why we can't do business. Because on the one end, we applaud scam artists and con artists. But then when those of us who have legit businesses and legit ideas and things that we actually are doing and actually put into motion, and then we come to the community for the support and say, hey, we're putting together this kind of program and we're putting together this kind of business, or we're going to be buying this kind of building and we're going to be, you know what I'm saying, all of this type of stuff. Then you want to give everybody a side eye. You know, why is they asking us for the money? Then you want to be skeptical about who you help and why they asked you for a donation. Then want to get mad when people be like, oh, okay, it's a lick then. All they got to do is be charismatic and y'all will get a money up. And this is why y'all be getting hit with scams. Because all that we work on as a group of people is whether or not we like you, not whether or not your business idea is sound or if it makes any sense or if it seems legitimate or not. All we know is whether or not we like how you talk and how you come through and how you show up. And then we will either believe everything that you say, and then when we put our money into it and then we don't get nothing from it, then we're all black people always scamming each other, but y'all support the scams. All people got to do is show up with quote unquote swag. Or in this case, she got to show up as a boss. You know, I'm running this and I'm a black woman and do that whole black girl magic thing. And here y'all go. And when black people come through with tangible items that they are selling, y'all don't be wanting to pay nothing. Even if the person is not asking y'all for no donation to get nothing going. It's like, no, I got a legit product that I'm actually selling. Here's the product right here. Here's the product. It ain't worth that. You know, kiss my soda cracker and my accabacker. Because you'll pay the white man anything he asks. And then we come through with a superior product 9 times out of 10. Y'all don't like to do the support. But anyway, we're going to let it go a little bit longer.
And credit education courses to customers. She's also CEO of J. White Enterprises, Luigi's Concrete and More, J. White Marketing
Listen to the creativity of these names.
Incorporated, J. White Construction Incorporated, J. White Properties and More, J. White Institute, and Free Game by J. White. The Attorney General, the office has confirmed, has received multiple fraud complaints against some of her businesses.
Consumer investigator Tiffany Salome talked with 3 different people who invested a combined $100,000.
It started off with a business relationship, and then I did the mentorship program. And like I said, she has a very infectious personality.
Raven Griffin met Janae White in 2021 after enrolling in her business credit program.
So we went to each other's birthday parties. She met my family. Like, it was a very commingled relationship. So it was really crazy.
That's your first sign. Let me just say this, because I don't really need to play a whole lot more. Your first sign that these women are scamming is when they want to mix personal things with professional things. I don't need to meet your bald-headed mammy to do no business with you. I don't want to kiki on the phone. You're not my friend. If we are going into a business venture or an investment together, and I'm investing in something or whatever the case may be, and we are coming to know each other from a business standpoint, I don't need to get to know you personally. There is quite a distinct line that is drawn in business. We can have some like customer servicey rapport. You build rapport with people, you are cordial with people, you are easy to get along with, easy to communicate with. The communication should be clear. Things should always be clear. Any problems that either party or questions that either party has about what is going on should be easily dealt with without too much trouble. We do not need to be friends. If I call you about my business property, I don't need you to kiki with me on some sister girl type stuff. And I have had people not do business with me to be chicken heads because I won't kiki. We're nice. It's cordial. It's business friendly. These back feet don't know how to do that. Business friendly. We have a little bit of banter, just to make things comfortable, to where you could be comfortable to do business. But we don't need to be getting into each other's personal spaces. It's not necessary. The reason why they do that is so that when a problem comes up, you feel conflicted about bringing the problem to them, because they have mixed the business and relationship with the personal relationship. Now we're not only into business together, but we're also, quote unquote, kicking it as friends. So now if there is an issue, then now, like I said, you feel conflicted to bring up the issue because you, quote unquote, don't want to lose the coolness or the friendship aspect of it. Don't even get into that aspect in the first place. Because like I said, we don't gotta be cool. Because if the money looking funny, we're going to have a conversation and you're the one not going to like it. Like my sister always say, you can have a good day or a bad day. Because I'm going to have a good day. You choose. Let's get down into why I really want to talk about that today. Because scam artists abound, from all over social media to who you meet in real life to reality TV. Women are showing up publicly as, quote unquote, successful, rich women. But in reality, these women are broke, these women are struggling, or they obtain whatever money that they have through scams, schemes, and fraudulent activities. These types of women lie openly, not only in order to make themselves look better in the eyes of the public, but also to influence, and this is where the danger is at, to influence other women to buy into the same delusional thoughts about lifestyle and money. Okay? It was to get women into this delusional thought pattern about money and lifestyle and what money looks like and what it should be portrayed as. Just like that what was her name? Brittany or British. Pink Book did a video on her too. From the Basketball Wives show. She's facing like 4 or 5 years in a federal prison for fraud. Okay? Fraud and scams. Defrauding people out of money so that she could support her fake lifestyle, so that she could continue to portray herself as if she's living high on the hog, as if she's got money, as if she is a boss chick, and she's running things, and she's better than the next woman. And they get on social media, they get on reality TV, they get on these interviews, they get on Instagram, they get on all these places to perpetrate a fraud, to perpetrate that they're living a lifestyle that they have no idea what they're living. Yeah, Stormy Wellington been dodging bullets, because she gets all kinds of reports on her being a fraud. She was running these little get-togethers or whatever, charging however much money she charging. And you had them little barbecue, little hot links, and hamburgers trying to point at somebody else's plate, talking about that's a low value plate. Girl, if you don't get them Save-A-Lot hamburger buns out my face, if you don't get them Kroger brand, Piggly Wiggly brand hot dog buns that's too sweet out my face, y'all know them, all them little low, you know what I'm saying, them little Home Pride brand, little breads and stuff like that. They be sweet. You be trying to figure out, you know, why is your hot dog sweet? And it be the bread. With them frozen corn on the cobs that you done set. Girl. So that now, the women now, the average women, try to gauge success based on making a certain amount of money or portrayals of a particular lifestyle. I watched a video from the Daily Wrap-Up crew. Shout out to them brothers. And they had some ladies on there, and these were so-called professional ladies or whatever. And they must have used the term successful woman. Successful women like us, successful women like us. They must have used them terms a gajillion times during the discourse. And I couldn't help but wonder, and my husband was trying to figure it out too. Successful where? What's making you successful? Because you got some kind of job somewhere? Like, you ain't winning no awards. You have not been lauded in your field. You better not type nothing else. Detroit 313, don't you type nothing else in my chat room. Do not type nothing else in my chat room. Do you understand me? The effect that this has had is that your average and your below average woman believes that this type of portrayal of we can travel anywhere and we can wear these clothes and we can be in these places and we fabulous and all of this type of stuff is what she should strive for and what she deserves, regardless of what kind of decisions that she makes in her life, who she is, where she's from, or what kind of outcomes that she's actually facing and dealing with in her life. She makes decisions like 5 children and 4 baby daddies. And then it'll get somewhere talking about she deserves a high value man, somebody that's going to facilitate a lifestyle that she don't know nothing about. Y'all back feet don't have no idea about what it is to be wealthy. That's like me getting on here talking about what it is to be a billionaire. I don't have $1 billion. So what do I know? What do I know? Exactly, babe. I completed a 5-year course, got a degree, so I'm successful where? Okay, so you went to master school and he gave you that little blank piece of paper. You done graduated. You wasn't even successful in school. You done graduated at the bottom half of your class. You barely got out of it. And that's all because the men that you look down on and the pick-me's that you talk about did your homework for you. Stop playing with me. You couldn't even write your paper good. You could not even write your paper good. Y'all still double spacing. Listen. Y'all do not, like I said, I don't have $1 billion. So what do I know about the lifestyle of a person with $1 billion? What do I know about that lifestyle? I don't know nothing about that lifestyle. I don't know nothing about the lifestyle of a person with $1 million. I don't have $1 million. I don't know what kind of moves you gotta make and how you really be living at $1, $2, $3, $4 million. I don't have that money. So why would I think that I all of a sudden deserve to live like that and it's somebody else's fault if I don't live like that? Why would I sit somewhere and say, you know, the next man who date me, he gotta be making, it was one chick talking about he gotta make $1,000 a day. Like, you realize that's like $30,000 a month, right? If somebody is making clearing $1,000 every day, then they're making no less than about $30,000 per month. Every 2 months, they making $60,000. Every 4 months, they're making $120,000. There are 12 months in a year. If every 4 months you're making $120,000, times that by 3. Why would anybody making that amount of money even talk to y'all? You don't even know them. You don't know them. You don't know them people. You don't know the people that are making that kind of money. Thank you. You don't know them kind of people. Why do you think that you deserve people to come into your life and spend that kind of money? Because you watch too much TV. You watch too much TV. You look at too many celebrities, A-list celebrities, all the way down to Z-list celebrities. You are admiring and coveting everything that you see on social media. People be cap. And y'all be cap. And you teach each other how to lie constantly. Y'all are a group of liars. Because you get on social media and lie. You lie in comment sections. Your timeline is a lie. Your Facebook wall, a whole lie. All of it, cap. Your relationship, cap. How happy you are, cap. These is this man's kids, cap. This your house, cap. This how big your booty is, cap. This how small your waistline is, cap. You happy, cap. Your hairline real, cap. Them your baby hairs, cap. Y'all be on social media talking about what kind of job you have, and then you will say what your annual is, and the job and the annual don't match. Sister Zahira just said, I can't find her because the chat is moving too fast. Sister in here just said she's been a nurse for 25 years and has not cracked $150,000 per year. That's the reality of a lot of nurses, depending on what level of nurse you are, because it's nurses is of different levels. And you don't all make the same money just because you went to school and now you're a nurse. That all depends. Not even all doctors make the same money, because there are doctors of different disciplines that make more money than other doctors. It depends on where in the country you are as a nurse, things of that nature. So you may, if you work in the medical field, depending on how you work in the medical field, you may be making upwards of $250,000 annually, or you might just be at six figures. You might even be below six figures. There are people who work in the medical field, they don't make a high wage. They make average. You might be making $45,000 a year or something to that effect. And I'm saying all of that just to give people a realistic idea of what kind of annual income that you can make depending on what kind of job you have. They be getting on here talking about they making $200,000-$300,000 a year. You ask them what they do, talking about they a socialite. Like, stop it. Talking about you own 2-3 businesses. Like, we see the reality of when you own a business, what that actually means. Y'all don't be having no idea about which career fields actually pay you a decent amount of money or not. Exactly. Because most of y'all are making a certain amount, but what about after taxes? You still filing W-2. What do you pull in after taxes? What is that? What is that check? Because I guarantee you, the IRS gonna take their portion. They debo you out of their money. How many of y'all are actually in debt as well? So you make a certain amount of money, but then trying to keep up with the Joneses and trying to act like you got what you don't got. Because the reality is you just regular, and you're not wealthy or anything, but you be trying to flex. So you be going and buying things that you cannot afford. You can't afford a Birkin bag. You cannot afford a Birkin bag. You barely can afford the Louis bag. You barely can. Listen, you scraping by with a Michael Kors that you get out of Marshall. Stop playing with me. If that's the highest you can go, just leave it alone. And I ain't even fronting on a Michael Kors bag, because Michael Kors bags be cute than a mug, okay? Michael Kors bags don't let you catch a sale. Let you catch a sale. Because I catch a Michael Kors sale in a minute. Okay? Had them little tote bags, 50% off. Don't play with me about my Michael Kors bags. Be cute. To me, they look better than Coaches and Louis and stuff like that. Michael Kors bags be cute. They had that little pink up on there. I like the one that's got the pink up on there. Y'all be fronting like y'all can afford Christian Louboutin shoes, red bottoms. You can't. You can't afford red bottoms. Leave it alone. Stop that. Go to DSW and get you some shoes. Go get you some shoes. Go get you, whatever little brand. I like DSW. And I don't really believe in getting super cheap shoes that mess your feet up. So get you some decent shoes that ain't gonna mess your feet up. that's decently comfortable. I stopped buying real cheap shoes when I had a real bad thing with plantar fasciitis. One thing I went to the doctor for, and they was like, "Yeah, your shoes are not good enough. Bad shoes will give you plantar fasciitis because your feet are not landing the way that they should." So if you can afford decent shoes and things of that nature, you could pay a little bit more for your shoes and stuff like that to make sure that they're good quality and things of that nature. To do that. You ain't, who said you gotta have the highest shoe in the store? Who said that? Who said that? Who said you gotta have Louis shoes and Gucci shoes and Prada shoes? Who said all that? If you don't go to DSW and get you some Steve Maddens real quick and call it a cheap afternoon, let me get to these super chats. Thank you, Scorched Earth. I knew it was a scam when I saw the supposed businesses. Yeah, right. It's just too many of them. Thank you, Zahira said Dirty Hyena, Blackfeet Credit Repair and Weave Bundles. Exactly. Thank you, Thomas, for your contribution to Hyena and Felon Staffing. not the staffing solutions. Thank you, Frederick said GoFundMe LLC, get a brick with a loan. Thank you. Unisa said white collar crimes when it comes to doing time is very different. Thank you, Robert, for your super sticker as well. Thank you so much, Miss 39 Dina. Thank you, Common Man. Said Jezebel's a real people. It's not just a term. Thank you, Twin. Said y'all pay attention in class. Cutting up, you won't get your CDL for Brick Wall Trucking Company. We smash all moving needs. And if you can't pay up, you hit the wall. Thank you so much, Bernard. So hit the like button for the algorithm. Thank you for that. Thank you. Gregory said these types of women think that they deserve something greater just because without putting in the long-term work required, they fail to understand, like men, that if it is possible, you build it brick by brick over a lifetime. Thank you so much. Thank you so much again, Miss Yanisa. Said they do not own Airbnb and car, planes, rentals to fake the life. Exactly. Thank you once again, Bernard. Said travel ER nurse, $3,000 a week minimum. Thank you, Black by Design. Said I was in nursing before I became a trucker. Now, as an owner operator, I made over 200. Never going back. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Reginald Sims, for your contribution as well. But I wanted to come and talk about these scams because when these chicks get on these platforms talking about what kind of businesses they own, I start Googling them right in front of their face. Just Google it. What's your business name? What state is it registered in? I don't tell y'all that, so you don't want to You don't want to advertise your business? What business owner don't want to talk about their business? What business owner does not want to talk about their business and does not want to spread awareness of their business? How do you get business if don't nobody know who you are and where you come from and where your business is at and how they can get in touch with you should they need your goods and services? See, once you start asking questions and they get real closed mouth, you know, you can get loud for everything else. Get loud about that little fake business you run. You got an LLC. Where is it registered? Because if your LA, if you claim you making a certain dollar amount, but your LLC is not registered, it's capped. If you claim you got an LLC and it is not registered nowhere, but you claim you're doing all this big business, stop it, stop it, stop it. Just say you're a sole proprietorship. Just say you're a sole proprietorship because those don't need to be registered necessarily. And leave it alone. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I want y'all to jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. If you have not, once again, I'm your hostess, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonite.